What's going on, people? Hope everyone's having a good holiday season. Merry Christmas, all that shit. Man, if I had a monetized YouTube channel, I don't know that I would make this video. I just want to preface that first. I don't think that making money off someone's death is a cool thing. I don't know that I would be okay with it, so I would probably just ignore the subject altogether. I'm really not one of those guys who... Sean Strickland kind of talked about this, where you'll go... If you got a friend or someone who died, everybody goes and starts searching for pictures with them. They'll post one even if it was a fucking 10-year-old picture with no shame. As if... I mean, fuck, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't see the point in that. It's basically just to garner attention, people's sympathy, that you did in fact know this person who just passed. I've got quite a few friends that have passed. I posted a picture with one, but I didn't say who it was. I didn't say rest in peace, and I've got close to 2,000 like random Instagram followers that follow me for my knife making. So it wasn't like I was trying to get attention from the people around me. I didn't even say that the person had died. I just posted the picture, no caption. But people do this thing with it. It happens anytime anybody important dies. They want to show you that they were cool with that person, man. But this man in particular, along with one other man together, changed many of our lives, for better or for worse. Man, at the time of The Ultimate Fighter 1, 2005, I was 11. And I had seen MMA before. I had watched WEC on Spike. I had watched UFC even on Spike. I had watched that first season of The Ultimate Fighter. I watched the finale live at my Oma's and Opa's house. I remember it. I was in my Opa's office by myself, and it was one of the craziest things I'd ever seen in my life. And it changed me, man. It changed the sport. It blew that shit up. And regardless of your political leanings or anything like that, if you're a fan of the sport, you should be a fan of Stephan Bonnar. And it should be sad news to you. I know that there are people that disagreed with him on quite a few issues. I did at one. He was hanging out with that fucking Fabia guy, the one who ruined Diego Sanchez's latter part of his career, right? The freak that's got the school of self-awareness or whatever the fuck that shit is, that creepy fuck. Man. Yeah, anyways. It's really sad, dude. It was quite obvious, to me, anyways. I don't know if that he was a drug addict. addicted to painkillers. And it's sad, man. You know, I'm sure he really was in physical pain, but you know, I've seen this. I'm gonna tell you about something that pisses me off, dude. In the comments section of the last 3 men in the UFC that have died like that, Elias Theodorou first in September, Anthony Rumble Johnson, and now Stephan Bonnar. In the comments of every single one, you have people, and I need to preface this, otherwise I'm just gonna get called a fucking bot or a fucking whatever. Yeah. During COVID, I got poked 0 times. Right, I got 0 of the jabs. I got 0, not a single one. Lost my job because of it. Lost friends because of it. So, I am not shilling for that shit, okay? With that being said, none of these men's deaths had anything to do with it. And people in the comment section are actually, they show you how fucking brain rotted they are when they comment shit like that. They're fucking brain dead. Straight up. Brain dead. Multiple chromosome having. Multiple extra chromosome having. Dumb motherfuckers, okay? Don't at me. Or at me. I don't give a fuck. Talk shit in the comments if you want to. If this pisses you off. First of all, Elias Theodorou had stage 4 colon cancer. Okay? Sup your asshole. First of all. Don't recall again. Don't even recall seeing that on the list of side effects. Actually, if you read the Pfizer documents from their trials, I don't think that's listed on there. And they're just gonna say, oh, well, fucking blah, 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 blah. You're gonna trust what they say? Well, they've had all the other shit on there. A list like fucking multiple pages long. Why would they include all that horrible shit if they would not include, like, there's tons of horrible shit on there that's like just as bad than colon cancer. But that's besides the point. The fact that he had stage 4 colon cancer means he had that shit for a while. And either pulled like a Bob Marley and didn't want treatment for it because he didn't want to lose his beautiful, luscious hair. Or he just put it off and found out too late. But it had nothing to do with the goddamn chip. Okay? Anthony Rumble Johnson had been dealing with health issues for a long time. The man fluctuated in weight insanely. The guy fought at welterweight at one point. I don't know if anybody remembers this. Fought Dan Hardy at welterweight. Also fought at heavyweight. You know, he fluctuates. He fought at heavyweight, being a big heavyweight too. So it's not like he went from 170 to like 210. It's like he gained like 100 pounds. You know. He obviously, very clearly, did a whole fuck ton of steroids, which cause heart complications, or can cause heart complications. Just, yeah, man, stress on your heart and body. Same shit, but Rumble had been dealing with health complications for a long time. Stephan Bonnar. I thought for sure, no way am I going to see this dumb shit in the comment section of Stephan Bonnar's death, because surely people must know what he was like, right? Apparently not. And nobody takes the time to even go and look. Stephan Bonnar was like staunchly anti that. Okay? There's videos of him in fucking... There's a weird noise happening in my house and I can't pinpoint it and it's freaking me out, dude. What the fuck? Anyways. He was staunchly against that. This is why at the beginning of the video I said there were probably going to be people that disagree with him politically, but just because you do doesn't mean you should not be saddened by his death. There was a video that got put out, I think by him as a matter of fact, which, bro, you gotta work on that. It was him allegedly being refused service at a hospital because he was not jabbed. Okay. And he was going off and off and off and off about it in the video. Now, he was trying to get painkillers from that emergency room. He said he was out of his prescription and he couldn't get any until this, but he really hurt himself at blah, 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 training and all this shit, right? Because he was doing like professional wrestling shit, which unfortunately there's a sad truth in that a lot of those men end up being addicted to painkillers because they just beat up their bodies so much. And I'm sure that there's similar issues with MMA or boxing as well, but as long as, yeah, anyways. But so he put out his own video that he filmed himself getting denied treatment at a hospital for what he thought was because he was not jabbed. So he was staunchly against this shit because the whole point of making the video was to show the horribleness of how the hospital was denying him treatment just because he wasn't vaccinated and all this shit. So all of you people saying in the comment section of Forrest Griffin fucking remembrance posts, oh, must have been the vaccine, you're fucking retarded. Okay. Do a bit of research first before you say any of that shit. Because you make the rest of us look bad. Straight up. I've been against this shit from the beginning. And I got very good arguments for it. But then some dumb fucks like you come around and say shit like that and fucking ruin it for all of us. So shut the fuck up next time. Okay? And also, stop using people's deaths as a chance to fucking spew out your politics, okay? I would be just as disgusted if the left was doing it. But when other anti-jab be like, look, dude, I lost my fucking job over that shit, okay? I wouldn't get it from the beginning, said absolutely fucking no, you're not doing that. On principle, just enough on principle. You're not telling me what I have to put in my body on principle, so I'm not going to do it. Therefore, done, deal, done, end of. Like, I have other arguments as well, but that was the main one. And I lost my job because of it. So, there will still probably be retards calling me fucking bot and shit. If anybody even watches this video. But you gotta stop using deaths to further your political agenda. It's disgusting when either side does it. This happens with mass shootings. This happens with bombings. This happens, like, literally anything, dude. People use death to further their political shit. And it fucking drives me crazy that there's literally a group of people that, on the surface at least, have some of the same beliefs that I do. And they sit there and wait for somebody to die just so they can comment in the comment section. Oh, must have been this. Hey, sorry. You fucking retard. Did people not die before? Did people not die before this? Okay. You can't attribute every single death to that. You gotta stop with that shit. It makes you look like a fucking brain dead retard to everybody. Well, there weren't this many young, healthy individuals dying. Okay, really, fuckface. We didn't have celebrity deaths all the fucking time because of drug overdoses and shit like that. It says Stephan Bonnar had heart complications. That doesn't mean that he was a fucking drug. He was a drug addict. End of discussion. Stop being a retard. Subscribe to my channel, you fucks. Ta-ta.